But but would you like to see some storyboards or scenes from the new cartoon that I'm doing, or anything? Or
Sure,
yeah,
load it
yes,
up.
show us.
Load it up.
all right, let me show you like the storyboards of the sequence that I'll show you here. Since you're asking about storyboards, Flash is okay. It's not working. Like, come on, use the hand thing so I can.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, I'm just.
Do you still have the drawings that you showed the Disney when you got for first time hired?
Now, unfortunately, I think I got them piled in a box. Now, the Fox character that I showed him was basically the Fox character that I put on YouTube, and I put that little line in the Chipmunk cartoon where he said, like, "I'm just a cheap knockoff of a certain bow-wielding fox." Because as a kid, I was just trying to draw Robin Hood, but my
Oh,
inability.
like the fourth chipmunk video?
Yeah,
That's like the character?
yeah. Well, like I did a cartoon last year, um, where it was the fourth chipmunk. Um, uh, so he gets befriended by the fox and JD, and he learns that you don't need a studio or a record title, just have fun. Um, so there's a whole story where in the audience there's a person in the audience. It was like this guy, and he's like, "Well, thank you," and then he gets canceled. He gets yelled at because he used the wrong pronoun, and so he was
Yes, I saw that video before. So that's very contemporary.
Oh, but I thought I was going to get hit by the SJWs on that one. I thought for sure I was going to hit. Instead, guess what my hate group was? And they're after me now. You'll never guess. Just guess who the hate group that I'm getting. It's PETA, because
Ida.
because which is a projected spider on the green screen, and like that's showing, and so like what?
No way.
There's a cartoon chipmunk hitting a projected image of a spider, and he punches it, and PETA hates me now for like, that's a hate group.
I didn't know they cared about spiders.
I just noticed, like, you didn't even hit the spider. You just hit the frame of it. Like, what? Like, they got upset because of that.
Yeah, so like when I did Athena, I thought like, where's that same spider footage? And so like I had her just take a baseball bat, like, oh, touch it, smash. So like that's why I had her go on Spider. Was like, well, if PETA hates me for that chipmunk video, I'll really get under their skin now.
Yeah, double down. Oh no.
Spider Bridge.
Yeah, but like the summertime, after I do the Athena cartoon, when I get a keyboard, and I was talking to Duck DUC, and we were talking about his music, and it's like I've been listening, I've been stuck in the 80s, I've been like studying music, like simple riffs and all that kind of stuff. I think I might be able to write something that sounds like an 80s music and have my chipmunk sing an original song, because the original creator of Alvin Chipmunk, that's what he intended. He wanted Alvin to always sing original songs, but the family that now they just have him just sing covers, and it's like, no, they should be singing their own stuff. I'm gonna see if I can write something new and have my chipmunk sing like a song, maybe inspire the Bagdasarians, or what they're called. So like, look, you can have your character sing brand new songs instead of doing covers, but that's providing I can write a song that's any good at all. But anyways, let me show you the storyboards.
Yes.
Let's see, screen share. Let's see if this is it. Go live.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. So, come here. There we go. There's the hand. I'm going to try to get this a little larger here. Blow up the stuff. Try to get the size just right. So, come on.
Oh, look at that.
So, like, and so I keep all the drawings really rough and crude. Is it still going?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay. Like it just says your stream is running, but I don't see it anymore, so I don't know if it's up there. But
no, it's when you open up your own program, it doesn't show your stream to you to save on RAM or something. So, but we're seeing it.
All right. So like I don't know if you saw when I showed what I had in the video before. So like opening, blah blah blah. Then the hallway or raptor foot comes in, my little pony cartoon, and there's a raptor click click click. And then we start going down the hallway, and there's one of the guards, a raptor claw comes up, taps on the nose, he faints. Then we cut to this door, which is here. Dun, dun, dun. And in the shadow, you can see there's a raptor. You hear those raptor sounds from Jurassic Park. Then we cut to inside of Athena, and it's like, let me zoom in a little bit here. Like, it's going to be difficult, but we have to bring back stability to the kingdoms. I still can't believe people like my voice. Like, I don't sound like a female, but people think I'm female. Okay. Like, the wizard said he was going to be here, but no sign of a portal. And that's when I had, like, I tried to do that Jurassic Park thing where there's something at the door, and then she
It opens.
and the door has
That's great.
to click, and she's looking at it and goes click, like the raptors are learning how to open the doors. And it bursts open. But at first I was gonna have her scream, but the mic, I got a blue ball mic or blue snowball, whatever the thing is called. And so I was trying to scream and it was bowling out, or my scream just sounded horrible when I tried to. No, that doesn't sound right. It's like all of a sudden I go. And so she gasped, her swords
Oh no!
operate, and she goes lunging towards the raptor, like, wait. And like, wait, it's me. Like, who's me? It's like, and like, well, 60 frames a second. Like, what? 60 frames a second. Like, I'm so happy to see you. And like having her hug him took me 2 hours to get the parts and pieces to a raptor, because like some of her arms would be over the raptor, some of the raptor's arms would be around her. It's like it took so long to get the parts and pieces. Like, God, this would be so much faster than just to traditionally animate this.
Yeah, man.
And so it's like, so what's with the dinosaur? Like, this is an indoor raptor. What's it? Indoor raptor? Like, it's the opposite of an outdoor raptor rim shot. And so she kind of laughs over that, because like I tried to have him like joke around. She just kind of it water off a duck's back. It's like, so tell me a little bit about your land, so how I can help. And then this is where the music gets this very solemn, like this Viking type music. Like, this land has been in turmoil for over 10,000 years. And then she drops down as the camera now refocuses on the map that she was looking at. And she talks about the kingdoms is divided into 3 lands. The Vikings or the barbarics. I'm bad at names, and you see like these silhouettes of them. The Maladai, the resurrectors of death. This is where Lustrous comes from, and the Magicus. And we're here in the very center called Carpothia. We keep the peace between the warring factions. Blah blah blah. The camera comes back down. She comes back in the frame, and we the Eterni. I wasn't called the Eternals till like there's a movie coming out called the Eternals. Like, bleh. So I did turn to like the Eterni. Like, we've been gifted with the power of magic and eternal life to keep the peace. Cut to a side shot, and she's like really serious and almost sad here. She's like, I am 3,950 years old. I'm one of 6, the head guards of 10,000 troops. She hears some noise, and she gets angry. Hey! And the raptor is jumping up and down on her bed, bounce. I love your bed. It's not nice and bouncy. And it's and then, so where's the antagonist in this story of yours? Well, Lustrous is now occupying, in the video crosses all this. He's talking in the main tower in the center of town. And since I'm trying to keep this a little bit more kid friendly, like instead of saying that's one big ass, I'm like, that's one big butt of a tower. And so she doesn't really phase in on it. And then the raptor says, is there a bar there? And then Athena just says, like, how are you going to defeat Lustrous and her weirdling minions? Like, never fear, your raptor friend has everything nipped in the bud. Like, I'm sort of trying to remove the wizard, because the wizard thing was like a gag thing. So I'm trying to make it more like a cartoon, since I'm trying to write myself out of it so people can take this world of hers and it's like a real cartoon. Because the very end is me happy ending where everyone's restored, and I go to back to my area, and she's in her area, because like I've had a lot of people accuse me, is this like some sexual fantasy that you're animating between you and a thing? Like, no, it was like a gag. And so I'm trying to make it like a thing where she's going to have her own world that's been restored. I'm going back for doing stupid drunk pot smoking videos
And gotcha, aliens.
Yeah. And so and so then we cut to inside. Lustrous is there with all the minions. I just did these shots here, like the background, all the minions. Oh, Flash was having a real strain and putting a ton of these guys in there. Like, we are the resurrections of the dead realm. We will take over the two of the kingdoms now that we've weakened the Eterni. And then the 10,000-year conflict will be over. They all cheer. Door bursts open. Like, I am an interrupter. Like, and so Lester's like, so let me guess, is that the opposite of an outdoor is raptor? His joke has been stolen. Like, blink. Yeah, I'm used to those bad puns. The weirdlings are hitting is with these all the time. And I put that little noise that is in the pony show.
Yes, the squee.
And so what brings you two imbeciles to my domain? Like, the weirdlings all growl. Like, I come bearing a gift from my lands. Behold! And it's a Pokeball. And like, a ball, not just a ball, but a Pokeball, commonly used by belligerent children around the world to capture and slave animals and force them to fight to the death for their honor and glory.
Oh, Penn is going to love this.
And like, permit me to demonstrate. He tosses it now. It's one of like speed lines, but in slow motion, like dink, dink, and it lands right in the middle of the weirdlings. They're just like blinking at it. And like, that's it? A toy ball? Snap. It starts to vibrate.
Oh, it's gonna be the monkey.
And then Chrysalis or Lustrous, whoever her name is, like, what the hell is it? Oh, she won't be saying hell, but like, what the hell is that? And then we cut to Athena. It's like, Siren Apehead. And like, yes,
yes.
him before coming here. And so Siren Head always says like, apparently there's someone doing something naughty in the forest. So like, apparently Naughty Queen was last in the forest. And so he charges in very Hanna-Barbera zip. We hear a big smash, and then we cut to the outside of the smash cathedral style window, like you see in My Little Pony, and they're all happy as they see. And this is going to be a hard background. They see an Apehead is changing the weirdlings and Lester's
Oh man!
up and back. Like, I can't believe it. You chased out Lester's and restored the peace. Like, and then now it's your time to uphold your end of the bargain. And it comes to site F. Like, the dinosaur's like blink, 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 blink. Okay, like, so happy. And like, you helped me here, so I'll help you there. And so he snaps. The portal opens. They both go in there. We still hear the commotion outside. Lustrous pops up, scared to death of this Siren Apehead thing. And so she pops through the portal as well. The porthole pops closed.
Oh, she goes in.
Oh yeah. And so Catalina Island. It's for anyone that doesn't know where it's this tourist island just right off the shores of California. Here's like 20 minutes you go, and there's like a little seaport village there. You can go on sailboats, all this kind of stuff. So like, I'm making it like, it's a deadly place. It's a horrible place. Don't go there. I'll probably get some bad email from the commerce of Catalina, like, why are you making our island like some deadly dinosaur thing? So then we're going to cut to the orca ship from Jaws, because like Spielberg loved to put that boat into everything he did. Like there's mentions of it in Jurassic Park or something like that. And so the three are on the boat. Like, it's got the jaws, the spotlight is causing a really bright sun flare. I still don't know why we're bringing Celestis along. And then she says, "Don't worry, Miss Goody Two Shoes. I'm not here to steal your boyfriend." Like, he's not my boyfriend. Like, there it is. Our spooky harbor waits as they're getting closer. And it's like at night, and it looks like this torn up looking building. It's like obviously been attacked and abandoned for like a long time, but the light is still on. And as they're passing past the windows, I want this Lustrous to utter line from Jaws, like, looks like Ben Gardner's boat. As they pass the door, and then they go out, and then you hear the sounds of the boat docking, because it's a little cheap way, because like, I'm now handling three characters. I don't have the time to actually show them getting off the boat and all that. And so the cam, like, they're already on the shore, and Lustrous is jumping off the boat. Let's head in that souvenir store and see if they have a map. And it's like the store that's like all like big bites out of it, like, welcome to Catalina Site F, and there's dinosaurs and a dead body there. And so they're looking all scared, nervous. And then we just do a camel wipe to get them in the store because I don't have the time to actually show them physically get in the store. And so there's like dinosaur toys, like when you see in Jurassic War, wherever like the abandoned like toy stores are hanging out with dinosaurs. Like your world has some adorable toys, says Lester, like T-Rexes and stuff. Like, oh hey, El Mapo. And so dead shopkeeper there, like, and so you're looking like we're here and we need to get here. What are we exactly looking for on this island filled with dinosaurs? And then this raptor turns like we're tracking down the beast of unrivaled or unparalleled cunning and ferocity. This Lusterson sounds like like what is this creature? Dramatic upshot, like the hillbilly beast of Arkansas. Like lightning strikes.
no.
It was like a typical like Bigfoot type of creature, like the skunk ape, hillbilly beast. So it'll be one of those things, like a stupid, like we're going after a stupid paranormal creature, but there's a line of dinosaurs here. Like, and this Lester, like, is he single? Like, we just pass through the gate, and then we do a cross dissolve, and the like the typical Jurassic Park gate. Welcome to Catalina's site, but there's like dead bodies, like fun, happy. I figured the best way to get away from a lot of animation is to always have in that Jeep. So like once we pass through those gates, we have to make it to the other side. Any other ideas before we drive down this road into a certain death? And Athena's saying like, well, why don't we? And like, all right, here we go. So, vroom, just charging down the road, very Warner Brothers like the background, just speeding past. Like, first stop on our tour. Hits the brake. Luster's in the back seat. She goes
Oh no!
flying out. I got all the sound effects like you would hear in Warner Brothers. So it's really hard impact, a typical tree with a hole and bam, blink, and then she comes back just like mussed up hair. Like, would you mind driving a little safer? Like, oh look, and then so Lester turns around, big take the gun. Like there's like a dino, like a dino barreled. Welcome to Catalina. And so the Brontosaurus head is raised up. Here we see a magical land of dinosaurs. Like, ooh. And like baby dinosaurs jumping down with the mommy dinosaur with big eyelashes there. And the baby pterodactyl is like, and the shadow looms overhead. Huh? And then it's some big, huge meeting dinosaur. Like, well, time for the tour to continue. Now, at this point, I'm leaving this blank because, like, I have like a couple ideas I want to do that I can tell you what to do. I just have to find out how much strength I'm going to have at the end of this because, like, the backgrounds is what's killing me right now. So the idea is like the first thing is going to be I have to do this Dukes of Hazzard moment as they're speeding down the road. They go past like a welcome to Catalina type of site, and behind it is like your typical old 1970s cop car there. There's be a fat like dinosaur sheriff there, and he sees the car speeding past, like damn speeders, and so he pops his light, and he's now chasing them.
Oh no!
And so they're looking back. Do you think we should pull over? And then kind of a Hunter Thompson, like, no, if we pull over, that will just raise contempt in the cop heart, in the cop's heart. So they do the Dukes of Hazzard like jump, like, and then there'll be some country thing that interrupt us on a freeze frame, like, them Duke boys have got themselves in pickle this time. And so then they make up the jump, but the cop car will hit like a tree stump or go right in the tar pits, like, and they're off. And then the big one, which I want to do, because the sheriff has to end up in the end of it. So like, so that sequence has to be there. But the one I want to do before they get to the final thing where they unmask the hillbilly beast is they see a big desert type gigantic valley, and obviously it's not Catalina, because Catalina is like, I think 15 miles long or 20 miles long. It's not that big of an island. It's a really small island. but there's a huge, gigantic desert. And they're like, okay, this is the most dangerous part of the trip. We have to make it to the other side. Like, what's down there? Like, I don't want to talk about it. And so they punch it, and then it's like Road Warrior time. Now all these dinosaurs are like these nitro burning cars, like, and this one dinosaur brings that match, like, just walk away. And so now they're being chased by like all these trucks and stuff like Road Warrior, and they're slamming the side of them. They get to the other end, and like every Hanna-Barbera cartoon or every Scooby-Doo, there's always an abandoned amusement park. Why there's an abandoned amusement park on the site of these horrible dinosaurs? We don't know why. And so they drive into the roller coaster building. They drive in and they come out and they're on the roller coaster car. Cheap Hanna-Barbera trick. It relieves having to animate them getting out of the car to get in the. And so now the dinosaurs are being chased, or the dinosaurs are chasing them on this bus-up coaster, like whoa, whoa, whoop. And then there's a sign there, of course, like every cartoon is like, caution, bridge out. So the coaster car goes flying up, woo, and then they slam down on the very hillbilly beast that they're trying to find, which I have those boards here. Like at this time, Lustrous is sick to death of all this crap, and she wants to get back to do her. So like, hey, look, we landed on the hillbilly beast, and this little Lustrous is like, let's unmask this fool and get this over with. And so then we do a cam wipe. Now it's very important to have this look like an obvious like Hanna-Barbera Scooby-Doo costume. It's got to look like a very cheap costume. And Lustrous is so mad that she's having to deal with this crap that this raptor had brought her this island, slamming into trees and being chased. And so she pulls off and is like, Greta Thunberg, and like, how dare you? Like,
No, I love this.
And so then the sheriff cop in the earlier thing just is there. And we played, like, I bought the rights to all that Hanna-Barbera music, so I shouldn't get in trouble. Like, they play that just.
Oh man, you got actual music.
Like, and he said, like, we've been after this one for a long time now. Her plan all along was to buy an engine, then create more dinos to fix the global swarming. And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you ponies and that old, scraggly, stinky idiot. And then the character like, oh, old. And then they all laugh, but the raptor is irritated that he's called idiot and stupid, but old was the one thing that got under skin. And then and so then we crossed off, and I'm waiting to the final ending shot where the raptor and Lustrous and Athena were all having a nice drink and enjoying the thing. And there's two ways that I want to end this. I'm just waiting to see how much energy I got left, because by the time I get to this point, I'm going to be just out of steam. Like, I might even just, I'll either reuse the backgrounds of Lustrous' main chamber, or it'll be back here in this room. I don't know yet. It'll depend on how much energy I got left to do this thing. So, like, it'll be a thing where the portal will be open to send them back, or I'll be is leaving them. And a thing like, oh, but it was a lot of fun, because it'll be the first time that she's ever did anything wacky and stupid for her life on this planet, like 3,000 years, like, oh, but there'll be times where if you want to come to the portal, that you can. But Lustrous I don't know how to do this. Oh, there's one part here that I was thinking about doing something that'd be like the romantic kiss, where I think it's like, oh, it was just like a lot of fun, even though it's really stupid. It was kind of fun just being around you. I thought, like, just a close-up shot of just the muzzle of hers, like this soft, this muzzle, and this horrifying raptors are getting closer and closer. Then Lustrous, the hooks come like, oh, no, not on my watch. Because she's not about, like, you two idiots can take this like to a hotel room, but I'm not about to sit here and watch any of that crap. And then
there's the wheel.
So, but then at the very end, when the big is parting, because like a lot of people say, like, how come Luster couldn't see the spider bridge? I'm like, well, I could put there, like, so as they're leaving, Luster was like, I wanted to see the spider bridge. Oh, well, you can come along if you want to see the spider bridge. And so, like, Luster can come back to the portal, but it seems like, I want to see the spider bridge. So she can come, and I'm not sure exactly how to end it yet, but I want to make sure that Lustrous and Athena are back in her world, so fans can do whatever that they want. So a whole lore has been made, but the cartoon here is kind of wacky and stupid because that's kind of how it started. But I want to make sure that Athena's world is like serious, like Lord of the Rings, like the three kingdoms are always in peril, and like there's a bunch of stallions that die every single year because they can never go into the jungles of the kingdom. They have to stay on the roads and they have to travel in groups of 10 because to go single, it's a good chance that you'll be sniped and killed. So they have to go and like patrol and make sure that no one is crossing over that huge neutral zone. So I'm going to make it really Lord of the Rings. Like at one part of the Lord of the Rings was like Hell's Landing or Helm's Keep or something like that, and all the kingdoms and all that are fighting or something. And so now, if you want to see the actual footage of what I got so far, you can see how I adapt the storyboards to the final animation. I got all the way up to where Luster's is talking about, oh, now that we've weakened the Eterni, we can take over the three kingdoms and all that. Wait, load that up here.
So is this gonna be like your longest animation so far?
It'll be a big one. I don't know how long it's going to be because like I'm storyboarding out to be as fast and easy because like when you're doing a film like this, make it as easy as possible.
Yeah.
A shot where like Athena jumping in the raptor's arm, that to me is like a money shot because like I spent 2 hours of like her arm. Well, if I was to show you the flash fire, it's like this endless fire because I had to put part of the raptor here, part of the Athena here, and when she jumps out, it's like I had to unwind it. So when she jumps out, I had to take all the pieces back to where they were. It took hours to do that, so that when he lands on the ground, she's back on her own folder. The raptor's back on his folder. It just took forever to do this. So that to me is a money shot. Athena walking across the bridge and like constantly doing this. I call it a money shot because you're going to spend a lot of time. So when you're doing a big project, do all the cheats you can. Don't show the legs, or do like one walk cycle and perfect it so you can use that everywhere else. But in Flash, I always have a hard time coming in and out of a walk because the walk cycle is in one symbol. So on the last thing, when you hit a foot on the ground, you now have to create your levels and copy that pose into your normal Flash file, and then stop that and come out of it. So if you guys have a better way of doing that, I'd love to hear it because like I'm kind of a novice's novice. The Three Kingdom. It's just a premiere. Yeah, this is it. Are you able to see like the folders and all the stuff that I'm pulling up? Because like at times
I think you need to share the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Okay, here, let me redo this because like I popped up, but I don't know if you can see the premiere here. I'll redo this.
whoop.
Let me restart. Okay, so here's premiere here. It's nice and big here.
Exclusive.
Yeah, you
footage.
see all the weird links here.
Oh,
Do you
I have
do
to
you,
like go
do-
in and out maybe.
Okay, so basically, now that you saw the storyboards, you can see how I don't need to like draw like the storyboard's nice. It's just like dots with circles with dots or eyes, and I just write down dialogue that's up for change at any point in time because like I may write something I can't utter in a microphone because I tend to stutter if there's too many vowels, like the word hallelujah. I can't say that because it's like repeating vowels, so my tongue trips over itself. But so here's what we got so far from the storyboards. See, I'm gonna drop my sound down so you won't get the feedback here. That's me trying to draw shining armor, and I couldn't do it.
I mean, technically it's in armor.
It's going to be difficult, but we have to bring back stability to the kingdoms. The wizard said he was going to be here, but I see no sign of his portal.
Yeah. Wait. It's me.
Who's me?
You know, 60 frames a second.
60 frames a second?
60 frames.
I'm so happy to see you. So what's with the dinosaur?
This is an indoor raptor,
What's an indoor raptor?
the opposite of an outdoor raptor.
Oh, this looks so good.
No.
So tell me a little bit about your land and how I can help.
This land has been in turmoil for over 10,000 years. The land is divided into 3 kingdoms. The Barbarians, the Resurrectors of Death, known as the Maladai. This is where Lustrous comes from, and the Magitas. And we are here in the very middle, Carpothia. We keep the peace between the warring factions. We are the Guardians, also known as the Eterni. We've been gifted with magic and eternal life to keep the peace. I am 3,950 years old. I'm one of 6 of the head guards of 10,000 troops. Hey!
I like your bed. It's nice and bouncy. Oops.
Oh no!
So where is this antagonist in this little story of yours?
Lustrous and her minions are now occupying in the main tower in the center of town.
That is one big butt of a tower. Is there a bar in there?
How are you going to defeat Lustrous and her weirdling minions?
Never fear, your raptor friend has everything nipped in the bud.
We, the Resurrectors of the Dead Realm, will take over the 2 other kingdoms now that we've weakened the Eterni. And that's what I got so far.
Oh
That's
man, this looks
awesome.
awesome.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love the dragon guy, the raptor.
What?
The raptor the design looks amazing.
Oh,
I'm hyped.
Well, I was trying to draw one of those, since I work all the time, I really have time to watch movies, but I was trying to do, so I finally saw, a couple months ago, the Fallen Kingdom, and I saw the indoor raptor, oh, well, there's a pun right there, indoor. So I'm trying to make a cartoon version of the indoor, Your friend has everything in the bud. So it's me trying to draw that that Indo-Raptor thing, but making it look like could be Hanna-Barbera or Warner Brothers or Disney or
Yeah.
but you can easily see how all my limbs, in the very beginning, the toes are kind of broke and stuff, but I figured, well, it's cheap, dirty, and fast. And if you see, parts don't really
There's a mistake.
And so
Where's the mistake?
No, it's just
yeah, here, the leg ends and the foot is there, because I felt oh, I'm too tired and lazy. I don't want to fix that. It's good enough. No one's going to see that, I think. But
it's impossible to notice.
Yeah, but if this was a pony episode, that'd be a no-no. You have to connect all the lines and all that. But the scratchy lines help hide all that. If you keep your timing fast and zippy and all that, you don't really tend to see it. Yeah. And sound effects are always all those bling blong blang. Oops. So anyway, so that's just kind of a little sneak peek of what I'm trying to do. Just drawing the backgrounds takes me forever. That palace where Lester's in. It's a simple background. It's just lines and curves straight, but takes me forever. I do rough it out, then use the pen tool, band, warp, twist, grade 8, grade 8, grade 8, grade 8, add some banners in there, and the torch lights so that they're going, which doesn't make any sense. I have like tapestries right by the light, by the torch, like, meh. Well, the people on the movie set will learn their foolishness, but fire right next to those tapestries at some point.
Hmm.
It's okay. They got magic. You can excuse everything with magic.
But like all the animation goes by really fast. Like if you have to have a character like move about, like a couple of steps is not too bad, but if you're having the character like move about, slows your way down. And since you're doing a cartoon on your own, like consider those money shots and keep those down very low so you can just get your film out. Or you just do like cross dissolves and they're already there, or you do a walk cycle that you can just cut where they're already in a walk cycle, cut to a upper shot where you don't see the legs now, so you can just do like the head and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to worry about the legs not hitting the ground correctly. I tried using one of the runs when I did the first Athena cartoon where Athena's running, and so I was looking for a My Little Pony run. Like I was looking at some Twilight, Celestia, they're running, and they do speed lines, but it's like a real horse one. Like, it's got to be really insanely fast. So that's where I just kind of like threw that idea, and I just have her like multiple limbs, and her legs are just scrambling all over the place. So really easy to one is like that. It's like mad dash, like limbs over here, limbs over there, multiple hooves and all that, and I just stationary and hair is just doing that. So it has that Warner Brothers feel to it.
Yeah, quadrupeds is fun.
But yeah.
I don't like animating quadrupeds. There's so much stuff going on.
Oh yeah, like doing her walk was a little bit of a chance because like if I was hand drawing, I could do it really fast, but in puppet, like, and I'd like bend and twist, and I'm doing it really cheaply. I just have her torso just go, and a real My Little Pony. They actually they spend the time to like bend the body, and then each thing they'll draw like a curved line. Like I don't have time for that. So like all the limbs are like just like hard edge and all that kind of stuff. I don't have the time to do it. I have to do a walk cycle in like 10 minutes just to be able to get done so I can do the next part of the scene. Then I had to fix the walk cycle a couple of times during the film, and then go back and redo those scenes because like the back feet was sliding on the ground. So like, okay, let me fix that a little bit in between so it goes just right and all that. Lustrous will be easy. I'll just copy the Athena walk cycle to Lustrous, which would be easy. I'll just put down the Lustrous symbol or the Athena symbol and take the Lustrous body parts and just copy all that stuff over. I could probably just take the Athena thing, rename it, and recolor all those limbs and drop out the armor. I'll have to figure that one out because like I'm still kind of a novice when it comes to Flash. Like I finally found out how to like have all the minions are lined up, and I want them to blink differently because since it's all the same symbol, I noticed that when I had one blink, they all blinked.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how do I? So I finally figured by just renaming the head like Weirdling Head 2, because I didn't know if I have to go in and all the symbols inside the head, if I have to rename them all. So I just renamed the head, and that did it. So because like when they all cheer, I'm going to do 3 cheers, and each symbol like change Weirdling 1, Weirdling 2, Weirdling 3, and they'll all have different cheers. And then on top of that, you can start their cheers at different points in the time. Like all the cheers start like say at frame 20. So so you can have some start at frame 13. You can start them on frame 7, so you can vary it up. So that same one will be on a different timing, and with 3 different cheers, it'll look like you did like 100 different cheers, but it was just 3 cheers, and you offset the timing of each one, so it will hit at different times. So I learned something about Flash after all the years.
It's every day. That's good.
But yeah, so is there anything that you'd like to know specifically how I do stuff, or just talk about really wacky stuff that happens in the industry, or?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, you've talked a lot about Flash, but what about some stuff about traditional animation? If you got like full 2D stuff.
Um, I don't have any 2D animation that I've done my own.
So you worked on the 2D part of that movie, not the 3D stuff, or did you actually do some stuff for the 3D as well?
Oh no, it was just all the 2D stuff. Like when you see the scenes of like Bugs Bunny giving LeBron shaving a haircut, it's like the barber of Besserville. Those are my scenes.
Oh, nice.
Um, but I learned a lot about Flash in Flash timing, like I incorporated into that film because like when you're doing traditional and you want to experiment with like something outside your comfort zone, you're not likely to do it because you got a deadline to do. So you're kind of hesitant about trying like something different. But since they want that same Chuck Jonesy like super fast, I'm like, oh, well, I'm doing that in Flash now. So I've learned to Flash at when Lester is talking. Let me pull that scene here back in Premiere here. And there's all kinds of things you can do. I'm going to zoom in on. Can't I zoom in on? Let me pull up the flash file. I can't zoom in on that scene in Premiere. Scenes. Last scene. Scene 25. I can't wait through the scene of Lustrous being thrown out of the back of the Jeep, sailing at top speed with like the sound of like an airplane from World War II, and then that loud cuss smack sound. Okay, here we go. Zoom in really close here.
It's like a very smart decision to have like a lot of your animation like located in a car, so you don't have to animate the walk cycle.
Yeah, it's like with 3 characters, like, oh, I don't have the time to do this.
I noticed that, like, yeah, that's a very smart move. You got like a bunch of characters here just sliding in a car.
Here we go. Let me do a screen share again here.
Ooh.
Okay, so here's that scene here. Wait a minute, I'm seeing the Premiere screen here. Is that the Premiere screen? Make sure Premiere's off there. Oh, animate. Let me try this again here real fast. Try this again. Try it one more time here. Okay, there we go. Right, get it really close so I can kind of show you all their timing here. Like there's one part where she goes down and then she comes back up, and I just dropped out all the images. So she goes up for the big build up, and then bang!
Kingdoms now that we've weakened the eternal.
And it has like a really nice poster. So you just eliminate all those in betweens, like they're like this. And since he's like really far off in the distance, I didn't make the animation really sharp and snappy because like a tiny dot on the screen there.
We, the resurrectors of the dead realm, will take over the 2 other kingdoms now that we've weakened the eternal.
Yeah, she's like really far away, so it's
like he's just tiny. And so I make all the animation really over exaggerated.
Now that we've weakened the eternal.
This is a classic vector animation where you don't have the limits of pixels on screen.
But like just drawing this background, it's a simple background. There's nothing to it. I'm bad at, if I'm just drawing trees and mountains, when we get to side F, it'll be much faster. I'm gonna do like a bunch of base trees. I'll be copying bushes and stuff like that. So you just copy and paste those and just draw like the background of mountains and all that and silhouettes and dark and spooky. So that's gonna be easy. It's just Billings. And when I do that, the little pony town area where they're running, like that's gonna take me like all day Saturday to do that one. Because like when I did that Mycroft cartoon, when the villain is looking down on the town with the binoculars, that town took me a day and a half to do that. Because like you got to construct each building separately in Flash and do all the things. And if you have like lighting, shadowing, it's got then you have to go back on those buildings to put the lighting and all that. So, and then with the rain coming down, Flash was like struggling when there's a camera move. now it's struggling even more. So that pony little town is going to take me forever to be able to do that one. So yeah, but so I'm hoping to get this thing done. And now with doing a day job, like this week was pretty good because I didn't have any work this week, so I was able to work on this without the studio knowing. But when there's like a lot of heavy work, it's gonna means from 6 at night till 2 in the morning is what I'm gonna have to be able to do this. And by 12 o'clock at night, you're just kind of tired. Oh my God, get this done.
Do you work from home or are you going to studio?
Oh, I work from home. That was the one nice thing about this zombie plague that studios realize that you don't have to have anyone in the studios, that you can at home and you do Zoom calls and stuff. So, like Space Jam, I was only in the studio 2 times, and that's it. Now back to Renegade, from which I was before. I just work at home. Working at home is a little hard at first for like the first 6 months, but once you get used to it, it's like, I never want to go into a studio again because there's no driving the road and just
You can drink anytime.
take
Take off. Yeah, I see the positive side.
Is that scene done yet? Yeah, it's almost done.
Hell
Speaking
yeah.
of which, I think I need another beer right now. I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, it's a toilet break time. I mean, we've really been going for a while.
Oh yeah, if you want a break for le bathroom or whatever, like I'm just having an energy drink. I'm doing a test to see if caffeine is what's keeping me awake at nights now. Is because like I've been off of caffeine for a while, and that's my sleep has improved. My tinnitus, it has gone away. So I'm doing an experiment. I'm drinking purposely a Monster energy drink. I want to see if that ruins my night's sleep, and then how many nights after that.
Are you a coffee drinker?
No, I used to be, but I've always
Got the beer.
Oh, it's here.
Sorry about that.
Let's see if I can identify it by the bottle opening.
It's a no, it's German one.
Oh, yeah.
I can't read this. It's Adler Konig Hell. It says hell on it. I don't know.
It's good then if it has hell.
Oh, is that
You know
the one?
what?
No. I was going to ask, is that the one where people are like in a canoe and they're rowing as if it's like going in the pits of hell or something like that? Or
Oh no, it doesn't look like, but that's a funny image. You know, actually, during this interlude, this is a good opportunity. This is probably mostly a personal question, but do you have the recipe for your margaritas that you usually do? Would you like to share with the class?
Oh,
with the audience?
Well, you start with a pint glass as a way of doing it. You fill like a half a shot or shot of either tequila or vodka. Then you just buy like the lime juice in the store. If you can get the organic stuff from, I forgot what West Coast, but like it's the only time that I've ever experienced that organic is that really flavorful. Like organic vegetables, I don't taste any difference. But when I got this like lime juice, I tasted it like, oh, it was like almost like almond milk. You can almost drink it straight. And so then you put like a half a shot of that, and then fill the rest of the glass with overly fizz CO2 is water. If you have like a soda stream, over fizz it, just fizz it. So that, and then it'll stay bubbly and fizzy for like up to 2 hours. There's something magic with CO2 water that you don't need any sweetener at all. It's like it's festive and bubbly and makes you smooth. And it has 0 carbs because like tequila and vodka, I'm told has no carbs in it, which isn't alcohol. Isn't that like a form of sugar? But they say has no carbs, so I don't know.
Actually, we gotta check out how tequila is produced, because I know that beer has got carbs because it's made out of wheat anyway. So there's that. No, is it wheat?
It's malt, not
malt.
wheat.
I'm pretty sure there's also wheat in it.
Yeah, there's wheat beer, but yeah, beer is caloric, so it's nice to know this cocktail.
There's still carbs. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you try, it's like a nice light, fizzy, bubbly drink. And you can make it as strong as you want. But I always like joking, like, "Oh, I'm gonna use 4 shots of tequila," but usually I have like a half a shot because like I'm doing stuff all the time, so I don't want to be completely smashed. Like I did that in my younger years, but anytime I want to get really smashed, I'll use some cannabis, and then I'm talking to aliens in, and
Just going straight.
oh yeah, like I asked everyone on that one interview, and I had my long hair down, I had the bandana, looking like some '60s Vietnam hippie or something like. Now you wouldn't be smoking cannabis, I'll be completely incoherent and ramble on. You're like, he's a raving maniac.
Nah, just our local animator.
The board has dubbed you as our drunkle. They love the personality and the character.
Oh, I was
man.
so flattered when. See, the problem I have with YouTube on that channel, I can't respond to comments. I've talked to YouTube about it. And on my other email account, I did a test thing. I created a YouTube channel, loaded up a video, went blah 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 blah, put on listen, had the account where I got all the stuff I got, make a comment on that thing, then on the other thing, I can reply to it. Then I did the same thing. I went to my main account, created a video, went blah 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 blah, Athenian panties, blah 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 blah, and then I commented it, and that character cannot respond to it. It's like, "Mm." So I talked to YouTube about it, but I saw a link that someone linked me to something to a 4chan. Is it F-chan or 4chan? I can never.
Fortune.
And I clicked it, and someone had took that picture where I was doing this, and they put Vegeta in there. Never felt so flattered in my entire life. Into a meme. Oh my god! I was laughing my ass off. I want to say thank you, but he was supposed to be in the audience during that one BronyCon interview, and I said thank you so much. I laughed my ass off. I can't reply on that one channel. So like, there's been like a lot of nice comments, but I can't reply to it. So
That's weird.
and my issue is probably so low on the totem pole of things that they get fixed on YouTube. People are complaining that people's videos are being stolen, or what's his name? The bear character is making fun of me, so that they're dealing with like real things, like someone can't reply to their comments. That's like lower tier stuff. So
Stuckey, I
like,
was just about to post that. God dang it.
Oh yeah, we posted the picture in the chat if you want to see it.
oh, I mean,
Wait.
The
yes.
Vegeta.
Yeah, like that one slayed me. Like, oh my god, I've been turned to a meme. That's like that's the biggest compliment I've ever
Hang
had.
on. I'm gonna post
Shawn
one of
came
the
there to
latest one.
activate Super Saiyan mode. Destroy you all.
I really like this one.
Oh, let's see.
Hang on.
It's loading. They live.
They live. you can see like the Discord in that. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Now, was that made from the day that I did that interview at that BronyCon or something, or?
I think so, probably.
That one was from the button panel. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
don't worry, we won't subjugate you to that.
oh, like I said, I'm used to. It doesn't even phase me. It's like since I didn't have. In fact, I always wondered why I have my fetish where I think cartoon characters wearing panties, like ooh, but in real life I have no sexual drive at all. Like, so that's why I said like I was born a virgin. I'm gonna die one. Well, so I saw a documentary from Sam Harris and some other neurologists that was talking about indirectly about how fetishes form. When you're a little baby, bleh, and your brain is forming at those early years. And so if you're doing something you really like, you enjoy, and all that sexual crap is forming your brain, there's a chance that may become your trigger at that point in time. So I'm watching little kids, I'm watching Bugs Bunny and Drag, I'm watching Gay Paris, this really adorable like girl cat, and I've had little heart bubbles popping over my head. But my entire life, I've never had any sexual interest for humans in the slightest. So I grew up all my life like, why do I have this fetish or something? And then I know a couple of guys that are under the diapers. I've asked them like, do you know how you got this? Because I thought that stuff happens when you start thinking about sex in your teen years. And they said like, I have no idea why I think it is sexy. So they're really honest. They have no idea. Then I saw these because like, why would you think diapers are sexy when you're an adult? Watching those two documentaries from one from Sam Harris, the other neurologist guy. It's like, oh my God, now it makes sense. Like people that love mud or diaper, it's happened when they're like filling their
I
diapers
mean,
and they did
feet as
something.
well. That's like a pretty common one.
Yeah, and so like that answered all the questions because like I always wondered how come I just don't have any interest or drive. So like anytime I see like furry porn, I knew the furries before they were called furries. In fact, one of them worked at Disney and walked in my room back during Fox and Hound. He liked foxes and he was like a really nice person. Then he introduced me to all of his friends and it wasn't they didn't draw porn then. It was the one main furry artist uh, was asked to do a commission of a dirty drawing of Maid Marian and his Robin Hood, and he did it, and it sold for a lot of money. And that's when all the first like I can do dirty drawings too. And so in the mid '80s, '85 is when this one person had coined the term furries because he was trying to make it sound like a little kid, like talking about small animals, furries, and it's almost kind of creepy. But and so that's when in the late '80s and the '90s when like all the fetishes started glomming on the fandom, and it's like this like snowball got bigger, and that's when I just started like, oh, okay. And then like you probably heard during the interview, I was friends with a lot of them, and I got burned by so many of them because they had like an immature mindset, and they would try to blackmail you. I've had two of the friends from the studios that were friends with the furries, and they had the same thing. They're being really nice as people. Then you get blackmailed. They start bad mouthing you because you didn't give them enough gifts. You didn't give them enough costumes. You didn't do this. You didn't draw the right animal. They're jealous of you because where you work. The biggest burn with me, this one guy wanted a birthday drawing of this character, like some wolf character. So I did a drawing of his wolf character, sent it off. I get a call from Ed Hansen, who is the manager of Disney. Like, he was really upset. Like, and he went to us off, like, did you draw this? Like, and he took the drawing I gave him and drew a dick on it and trying to get me fired. And so, like this is mine. That's not mine. It's like, okay, that's kind of what we thought. Like, can I see the envelope? And I looked at, and it was the person I gave the drawing to, and he got upset because I didn't put a dick on his character, and he tried to get me fired. And
Oh, that's so devilish.
Jesus.
oh, and like I was blackmailed and hated by so many furries. I found out the one person that was spreading a lot of bad stuff around me. This rich kid. His parents are so rich they bought him a sound studio, which he never really used, and he got in trouble with the IRS because he had a business. He wasn't making any money after 7 years. The IRS is like, this is no longer a business, this is a hobby. You've been avoiding taxes. And he would hire people to build himself costumes. I hate the term fursuit. It's like, in fact, this guy coined the term fursuit, and it used to be a Hollywood term. It meant the outer fur skin of the muscle suit. And a lot of people in the Hollywood industry, like, we used to call it the fursuit. We call it the outer skin now. They're like really burned that this term fursuit has been now appropriated by all the furries. So he wants to be a big shot with all his furry fans, and because I worked at Disney, he started spreading rumors that I'm doing all this horrible stuff. Like my crimes were James Baxter's one of the greatest animators in Disney in the industry is right now. He wanted to go to a San Diego Comic Con back in the '90s. Like, oh, okay. So I took him to Comic Con. This is when the furries had turned into the furries. They've blossomed into this what they are. So we're walking past this one person, Steve Martin's table, and Solo, and he sees me, and he sees a friend like, Solo, is your friend that Lesbo stuff? Flings him a portfolio. And James Baxter catches on there. You know what? He opens it up, and it's all this like lesbian cartoon, raps like vaginas and buttholes and boobs and all stuff. And James is basically like, watch with like, you're one screwed up person, aren't you? Like,
Oh no!
and Steve was like, well, thank you. And then throughout the other day, this other furry called Noah Miller comes up running like a shoe like, are you Shawn Keller? It's like, yes, like I draw the meanest gadgets, like machine guns, because I know a lot of furries like militaries. No, and he has this like notebook paper. He unwads it, and it's this gadget from Rescue Ranger, split beaver shot, vagina wide open. Like, James going, what the fuck are these people? Like, okay,
Oh,
and I said, these are the furries. Like, you've told me about these guys. Like, and he's like, is there like a furry party? Like, yes, there probably is. Like, and he wanted to go to one. Like, I can lead you to it. I'm not walking in it because a lot of furries are trying to hate me right now. If I go walk in there with you, they're going to think I'm making fun of you. So so we go from the hotel. Furry parties were really small back then. It was like a hotel room with like 30 people crunched in there throwing their porn. And like, there it is. And so he went skipping on in there. And so I was waiting like 15 minutes, and he comes up with a big smile on his face, like, that was the most fucked up thing I've ever thought. And like, well, now you've been to a furry party. And so that was my biggest crime to the furries that I showed James Baxter. But they approached me throwing porn at my friend. And that's what Lex, the guy who Lex, was telling all the friends that I was setting up furries and hating them. And it's like, no, some of these people I've helped up tens of thousands of dollars, helped them out financially. I used to make costumes before there were fursuits. I did something stupid. I showed one furry how I did a costume because I always wanted to have a costume from Disneyland. So I found an economical way of making a costume that you can do at home really fast and cheap and dirty. He takes my techniques and he starts a website. He said, like, he pointed himself how I build and he shows my entire technique. Everyone starts building him. He gets angry. He's no longer special, and he stops. It's like, thank you, you asshole. I can no longer make them because if I make them, I'm ribbed by everyone's too. Like, oh, you're building your fursuit, so I can't build. But I'm going to try to build my first costume in 15 years. I started the head of it. I'm either going to build the fox from the cartoons and just wear it at home, just geekily just watch YouTube and all that kind of stuff, but never go to a con in it because, like, I'm done with the furry cons. Last furry con I went to, I got burned horribly. This one person from Second Life who seemed like a really nice person, I gave him one of my best costumes of Lola Bunny, and I built him his costume of his avatar. As soon as I built him and his girlfriend started lolling at me for 6 months, making fun of me. At least the girlfriend apologized because she realized she screwed up for a big friendship because me and my friend were working on to bring her to America. She was in Canada. She wanted to get an animation, so we got a job all set for a Cartoon Network. We're getting her green card, and then she fucked me over like that. Fuck you. And so we just said, no, you don't want to hire this person. And I told them what they did. We're like, yeah, we don't want to hire anyone like you did all this for the person and they fucked you over for laughs. We don't want to hire anyone like that. So that was the last time I built a costume. Like, that's my last thing. And then, of course, I did furryfans.com when I was told by the guy that was bad mouthing me to everyone. I said, why don't you just tell the truth to people? I'm not this horrible person. Like, and he said, like, why don't you just enjoy being the bad guy? I'm like, okay, fuck you. I'll enjoy being the bad guy. So I did. But I did in a way that I didn't like list names or really show. It was like a Mad magazine, and they so hated me for that. I got death threats for 3 years over that website. But after 3 years, like, I'm done. Like, I'm still friends with like some really nice furries and Second Life, but someone comes waving that furry flag, is like my alert is like on yellow alert because, like, rinse and repeat. They want to come to know me, then the thing where don't meet your heroes because they'll never match up to what you are, and familiar breeds contempt. And so many furries in Second Life get to know me thinking they can get free avatars and stuff, and I'm going to be porking them all the time, and they realize I don't. And so after a while, they kind of tolerate you, and then they can't stand your presence, and they start hating you. So I threw all of them off of my friends list in Second Life, except for just a few people that are just really nice people. That's my
experience with
sort of
furries.
yeah. And then, like, in the bronies, there were actually furries that went to bronyism. So they had that furry gene in them, and same thing. Like, I built the cadence because, like, I'm going to be part of me. So I didn't know what Cadence was. I just typed My Little Pony. And I wanted to find a pony that no one really had an avatar of, and I saw this one like pink with messy 80s hair. Like, oh, she's cute. So I just downloaded pictures right from Google, like copy picture, filter. I had no idea. I thought it was like some background character that was like in like a couple of scenes. Forward him. The vulgar IMs hit. Bam, 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 bam. 3 shining armors. Like, I want to put my swollen cock up your ass.
Oh no.
It was nonstop. Like the final IM I got, that I said like, check please. I lasted 3 weeks as Cadence. And I was done. Was one person was dressed as vinyl scratches it, vinyl MP3.
Oh yeah.
The person was doing a live DJ there, and started IMing me. And I'm doing my little pony dances, Cadence. Like, so I bet you'd be really good at role playing. Like, of course I know what that means. Like,
Oh no, the RP.
and I said, no. I think the character is really adorable. I don't do any role play. And in fact, after I learned that she's a princess and she's married, I felt like a heel. like I had this little childhood crush of this character. Like, oh, little heart bubbles, put her in panties. Ooh. But I learned like she's married.
She's taken. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's taken, and she's married. It's just like, oh,
She was a kid.
and so this MP3 for half an hour was trying to get me, trying to convince me, and then I knew, because I'm used to furries. Like at some point he's gonna put down his card, like a full house, like his attempt, and his IM. I saved it because like my jaw dropped, and I just like, check please, I'm done. It was like, hooves around you slowly and sniffs your cunny, then licks your teeth.
Oh no.
Like, I'm done.
Oh,
And all the time I was on those pony sims, I was being scolded all the time because, like, while we're in Cadence, someone asked me that I'm working in the industry, knows that I'm not a girl behind this thing. I'm an old guy. We were talking about a plot of a film. I said, yeah, I don't really care for the plot. I think they could have done this a little bit better. When the GMs just scold me, you're not allowed to use vulgarity here. Like, what are you talking about? I watch my P's and Q's here all the time. Like, you said plot, like.
Oh my god, they because
no, no, you're joking. You're pulling my leg here.
you said back, you said plot.
Yeah, and so like I said, wait a minute, is this one of you perverts taking an innocent word and turning it into some disgusting thing? After he scolded me and threatened to ban me, boom, without a second, he irons me thinking, Shawn Keller must be an easy pickup, and irons me some vulgar thing, the thing I can pick on. Like, you asshole, you just got done scold me for saying plot, and now you're saying you want to stick your dick up my cunny? You asshole.
This is Christian Second Life server. We don't swear here.
Yeah, and I got in trouble when I had, and so then I built Athena out of Cadence's parts and pieces. I just white pony with the muppet hair, the same exact thing. And I just invented her, and that seemed to calm down that, because like Athena's is what do you call it, an OC character, like, so people don't have the interest there. But I said something innocent, like I said, like, I just like to have her like clip clopping all over the place, and like I got scolded again, like, what the fuck are you? And now I said, what the fuck are you talking about in open chat? Like, I'm done being a nice guy. Like, you said clopping, like, you know? And I said, I've taken this as some dirty word you little assholes have invented. My blood is boiling. That they're being scolded for like clip clopping. Or I said, like, what does like Fleur Beat look so cute if she's wearing panties? I got scolded for that. It's like, have you seen a girl at the beach wearing a bikini, you little creeps? And so, like, my time in the pony sims only lasted like not even a year. Like I like going to the Canterlot because the 2 people I know that played Luna and Soska, they did a great job. They never broke character. In fact, it was fun when this.
Wait, they're like actual like role playing as characters.
Yeah, and it was amazing. I felt intimidated. I had my Fleur character. I had her dressed up like in a cat burger outfit, and when I would type, I would talk like Pepe Le Pew, like, oui, I'm trying to sneak into the Royal Rum place to steal some rum. And so people got mad at me. That's not French. Like, it's like Pepe Le Pew is like a pig Latin kind of French. And so in Second Life, you can see when someone is staring at you by their crosshairs on your head. So I would see like Luna, Celestia's kind of like, oh, like, hello, madam. And so Luna, who I realized later, she also worked at Disney. Like, what? And
Oh,
so,
Wait, really? Oh, that's cool.
but what was fun that I got to talk with them, and we were exchanging our most vile IMs. And so I had my like it was like playing poker. Like, okay, here's my hand. Like hooves around, sniffing my cunny and licking this. It's like I got you beat, and so she slapped down her like, oh my gosh! It's like, oh, the princesses get hit by this all the time. Then Celeste like,
Man.
I've got, and they're talking in character. They don't break character. Like,
Oh
I
my
have
god.
no speed. Here's my worst, and like, it was something worse. But then the worst came from the person that owns all the pony sims. This really nice person called Rora, because she owns the sims. She's more revered than even Celestia and all that. And her IM was that someone was started chewing on her cunny and all that, like her beef curtains or something like that. I said, like, and I said, what's you? And the person who plays Aurora in his 40s or 50s, he's like, and he runs a game studio. And I'm like, so what'd you do? Like, I promptly mule kicked him off the scene and banned him for life. Like, and that's what Celestia did too. And Luna, like, how could you? You don't know who's behind the keyboard of this character. It's not really so. And if it was, what on earth are you thinking? But yeah, so like I found that the friendliest place in Second Life to go, which is where when I do go there, when I leave my own private sim, it's a club called the GUIC. It's an adult furry sim. So sometimes people have their schloobadoob hanging out, stapled down, and sometimes there's, but the IMs you get from them are exactly the opposite. Because I guess it's like religious kids who grow up and they're pent up because they can't masturbate in front of they masturbate. Please forgive me. And then they point, you're all a bunch of masturbators. So, because when you go to a sim where people are just wearing their dicks, they get out of their system. So the IMs you get are like, ding, ding, like, oh, here comes IM. It's like, pardon me, but I just want to tell you that your avatar is really adorable. Oh, well, thank you. And you pan your camera who just said that to you. This guy with this giant dick as big as a short bus and held it by like a people sack on the ball sacks on the ground. It's like Vulgar the clown. And he's the most nicest person that you could talk to. And this club has like professional people that work in the music industry that DJ there. They do their own remixes and stuff. It's really nice music. So I found of all the places, the filthiest place is actually the cleanest place. The cleanest place is actually the most filthiest place.
Man,
It's like, my head's gonna explode.
It's a tale as old as time. It's everywhere. Like if you look at YouTube comments or at Pornhub comments, it's there. It's like a meme. Like people on Pornhub, they always comment like, "I really enjoyed her acting. Oh, the decor. Oh, the camera shots are exquisite." It's like it's literally a porn site. While in YouTube, like it's just bad. It's like people are telling others to kill themselves and shit. It's horrible.
It's like that on 4chan too. It's like outside of the 4chan, everybody in the horse fandom is like, oh my god, they're evil hacker Nazis. They're gonna rape you if you go there. Like, and then you actually go on the board, and it's like, oh wow, that Mary's so cute. What's her name? I love it.
Yeah, just a bunch of
like everything is so backwards. Like, so after 15 years of Second Life, like I used to wear all my own avatars, but there's now copybot enabled viewers. So people will copy your avatar and they'll upload it to VR chat. And it's like, I don't want my art with like dicks and boners and people screaming and putting on YouTube and representing, because like that'll come and backlash me hard. So I just wear store-bought avatars, and my present avatar is like this really nicely made Renamon, but I put like a mop of hair and some goggles on, some like briefs, so it looks like panties almost, and like so it looks really kind of nice and all that. And I'll always have that character there dancing while I'm working in the background, listening to the music and stuff. So if you ever want like a pleasant time, if you're offended by the boners and all that kind of stuff, not everyone is wearing all that stuff. They just like a few times, but once you're kind of acclimated to it, you don't see because everyone there's super nice. Like when you come to the club, the club host greets you there and welcomes you there, and you can win Linden there and all kinds, which is the in-game currency. Where if you go to the pony sim, it looks beautiful. They recreate the buildings. Canterlot looks great. But if you're wearing a pony that everyone else has got the hots or like Cadence, you're gonna be hit with IMs all the time. It's gonna be, do you want to fuck or give me your avatar? Do you want to fuck or that's it. That is all that you get. But if you wear some OC character, you'll be fine there, and you won't experience that. But oh my gosh, the days of Cadence, like 3 weeks, and I had to say, check please, done.
How long ago was that?
Oh, it was during the Canterlot Wending. Like
Oh, so it's like many years ago. It's like 5 years ago or something, 6.
yeah, like now
More
the
than
pony
that.
sims are kind of underpopulated because like that's where I thought the Brony Phantom had died off because when you're in Second Life and you hit control map and you look at the map and you go to Trotzdale. Trotzdale is kind of the major pony sim that's owned by Aurora, and then all the other sims are kind of attached to it. Like right north to it is I can't remember the names of the scene, the sims. There's one that's called Cute, which now they make really nice mesh pony avatars. And they get like so few dots now, except on Friday nights. There's a party in that one sim. You see like about 20 people there. So like I thought when I did the Athena cartoons, some people are sure that pony show and stuff, but I had no idea the Brony fandom was still really big and going. And I gotta say that con was the most favorite con I ever went to, where I just sat at home getting drunk and making a fool of myself, showing all my horrible hair and but it was a lot of fun.
Well, let me tell you something. The Slash MOP con is the best online con you can ever hope to have. A single other con probably has the nose wearing rule and all that stuff. So you gotta be a little bit more
Slash
safer
MLP
word
is-
for it. It's just chaotic good, you know?
Oh yeah, like I said, like the porn doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Like I generally don't. I feel like a misfit. Everyone likes it except for me. Like if furries have shown me porn and I try to look at it, it's like it does nothing for me. But if it's just a cute, just an adorable picture, I'm like any character, like Cadence, and just that's it. I think, oh, it's so adorable. Like a pair of panties. That to me is like the height of sexuality. Panties, I need a drink.
Yeah.
So when people are showing me porn, it's like I'll joke about like I don't know what to say about it, like, oh, the straights against curves here. You could be blah, 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 blah. I felt kind of bad to the hosts who were like ragging on people's art, like, oh, that's a little mean, you know? Like, look at this OC character that's not drawn like oh, my character is an OC character. It's not drawn in the My Little Pony style. Well, like I would never bash anyone's drawing. Like I always tried to be encouraging. If people want me to go over a drawing, like I say, well, this is just my take on it from years of Disney. Unfortunately, I can't do the pony look, and I'll go over like students' artwork, and I'll say, but don't take my drawing as the word of God. This is just like my own take on it. But when it comes to the porn, like, oh, I wish I could be into, but it does nothing for me. Like some people have tried to link like some dirty stuff they've done of Athena. It's like, I like Athena just the way that she is. But if you like the porn, God bless you, but it does nothing for me at all. I look like, well, it's not really for me. So like, I'm kind of jealous of all those people.
I mean,
That was-
there's a lot of people like that. It's not. It's
Yeah,
definitely.
To
Some
each their
people
own.
just some people just like the cute ponies and that's it. You know, they like the wholesome stories that they come up with and that's it. Other people, they let their fantasies go wild.
No, I mean, there's like actually people like they draw porn, but they it's not like party. For them, it's like a job. Like they still have their hobbies. They still talk. It's not like but they just do that, and there's same way for others. Like they don't do that, and it's like everyone has like their own shtick. Like as long as you're happy, you do you. Don't harm others. Like everything is cool. Don't be
Yep.
an asshole. That's the motto.
I just now noticed that the pony pic you got, does the tongue like move with copy?
Yeah, every time I talk.
He,
Like, there's someone in
So-
that con that kept like flashing those like little gifs. There's one that would make me crack. It was like some image of Celestia doing like a strain in this fight. It's like, Shawn, touch me there again, please. Like it's just like vibrating. I was laughing my butt off.
What?
Wait, which one was that?
It's a
I think
it's
that's
a side picture of Celestia, and her head is up. It's like a string, and they're vibrating it.
I think
Oh, it's Selcom. I know that.
Oh no, I think I know what it is. Hang
I
on,
gotta
let me-
pause.
I think I
Yeah.
have it. Is it this one, but it's vibrating?
Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. Ah!
We got it.
And,
Oh
and then,
man.
and then the first time it flashed it, he said like, Shawn, touch me there again, please. I'm like, I was throwing my ass up over that.
Man, I have so many like reaction pictures that have really questionable origins, but I just find faces fucking hilarious, and I don't care.
Yeah.
Gotta care.
Well, like, is that from an actual episode? Is it like when she got blasted by Chrysalis and she's on the ground or something? Or
No,
No, I think that's fan art.
You want to
That's
know the
fan art.
original?
oh, okay. So it's basically it's a fan crafted the image because I'm thinking is that like when she got blasted and she's on the ground and she says like deal with her or something. I forgot exactly what Chrysalis said. What is this one here?
Oh, they made that one. Man, I enjoy Celestia, so it's like my professional like my my thing. I have all the pictures of that.
You know what? I think it's time to show him the video.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh.
you want to share that, or who has good internet that doesn't have ads?
Oh. I mean, what you guys want to do? Okay, I made that animation. Like, what you gonna show that?
Yeah, we could do that. I have an entire list that I posted earlier, so if you want to start, we can start going through some of them, and we'd love to see your initial reaction. They're very short. Yeah, they're very short. I think the longest one was like 5 minutes or something. But we wanted to know like just your reaction to it. It's funny that you mentioned earlier, like, oh yeah, I'm a guy's voice, but I'm voicing a female character. But there's a series out there that's called Rainbow Dash Presents, and it's pretty much it's every voice is a guy's voice because he was doing the project by himself. So like, don't worry about that. Like it was awesome.
Wait, isn't it reversed?
What?
What?
Like, aren't like all the guys are made by a girl and all the girls are made by a guy? Like it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
reversed.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
later.
oh.
Yeah, that was later.
All males in that show are voiced by a female. All females are voiced by a guy.
Hold
Yeah.
on, like Athena, Shawn, you make the voice for Athena.
Yeah.
Holy
it's really
shit, I
hard.
didn't knew that.
Yeah, like my closest to a female voice when she's walking away from JD, like, thank you, JD, and I love your signs. And then I just take that and I go into Adobe Audition and I just go +3 on the shift pitch, and that's it.
Oh, I thought it was like the pony voice generator, like the AI thing, because it's been like used for a lot of pony voices, and like since like the pitch was like a bit weird, I'm like, I don't know
Yeah,
if this
it's
is a
like-
person or a robot, but like
I mean-
now I listen, like you made it, like you're acting. It's like, oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I love it.
The 15 AI thing is always down, so I don't think. Shawn, you know about 15 AI, right? It's,
no.
It's a project that has been started. It's been started by Forge, and it's AI generated voices from the show done by sampling voices. So you can type any text to speech thing, and it will generate the voice of the characters through an AI. So you can
Yeah.
use it for animations and stuff.
Yeah, they contact me and they wanted to get Athena's lines so they can do this. They're like, well, I'm flattered, but like
I mean,
it's just me
that would
doing.
be interesting. That would be interesting. They just need a few samples of your voice.
Yeah, so like
Usually it just takes a few hours of it, but you could probably boil it down to a few minutes.
Well, like I told him that what I can do, I can take all the raw audio of Athena, which, like all the files, say like dialogue Athena, and then in a bracket or that curved line, whatever it is, and it actually says what the line is. And so, I just have to extract all those, and put them in a folder, and email them off so they can put it into some kind of database. I said, like, and for all the other cartoons, I could do the same thing, just copy it in this cartoon here. I said, I'm flattered, but I'm never really an official voice. In fact, it'd be funny I tried getting a hold of, what's his name? John DeLance.
Oh,
this
Delancey.
good guy.
And
Oh,
so,
that would
like,
have been interesting.
well, like I tried getting a hold of him through his website, and I said, "Oh, I'm Shawn Keller. I'm an animator. Been in the business since 1979. I thought I would approach it that way." So it's like, "Oh, someone's been in the film industry almost as long as I've been, unless he's been in it as longer or whatever." I said, "I just did this one." I said, "Like, I feel your pain about the bronies because I know that he has some reserve feelings about the whole brony thing." And I said, I just did this cartoon that has a pony in it, and it's blowing up. And if you want to take a look at it, so if he happens to reply to me, I might try to cozy up. It's like, would you like to redo your role as Discord? I can build a model of Discord and put you in like a episode.
It cannot be Discord though, otherwise
No.
Hasbro's gonna knock at your door.
Oh
No,
yeah. So I can like do something that looks. In fact, it's kind of funny that JD, the Jersey Devil I did, looks very Discord like. So like,
I actually really like that character also.
the what?
The Jersey Devil, the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, like I did him up based on the original piece of art, the Jersey Devil, was like this, like kind of like something drawn in the 1800s. It's like a horse head, and so like I just kind of did a cartoon of that one image. It's like it looks a lot like Discord, like that. And so then I did the pony cartoon. It was like, wow, he could be Discord's like cousin or something like that. Like now, if I was to get John DeLance to the voice, that could be really funny.
Oh, send him emails. He's gonna reply.
I'm just saying, if you get a hold of him, you gotta do a Starfleet joke at one point.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
just mention Star Trek or something. I don't know.
yeah. It's like say they're Captain Picard pony or.
Oh man.
Before we start, do you want to take like a quick like couple minute break? Because we've been sitting here for a couple hours. Like it's up to you.
Oh, I'm fine. The drink hasn't touched my bladder yet, so like I'm,
Okay, feel free whenever you want to like take like a 5 minute or something. Tell
Okay.
us.
Can I have a minute? I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Here we
Okay.
Yes.
All right.